Moose, welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, what's up, Ara? How are you, man?
Good, man. Listen, you're officially juror number 2.
Yes, I am.
How does it feel knowing you have a hand in picking the champion this season, man?
I'm super excited. This is such a, big brother dream come true. I wanted to make it this far in the game, and I did that. I proved to myself that I had the capabilities to last this long, and it's amazing. And the fact that I get to choose, be a part of the decision of who gets to win, it's honestly truly special. I'm excited for it.
What went through your mind when Arissa said it was a unanimous vote to get you out? Like, why do you think that was the case?
Honestly, it really wasn't shocking for me. Everybody essentially told me that I was going to be voted, and I knew that it was going to be a unanimous choice, but I really thought that I was going to be able to swing people my way in my campaign. But at the end of the day, a couple people told me they wanted to get rid of me because I was a bigger competitor. So they said that I was somebody who could win. So I think that's why they wanted to get rid of me over summer.
Now, you campaigned to stay in the game, but, it didn't work in your favor. Is there anything you think you could have done or said a different outcome comes of it, man?
I don't think so, Ara. I really don't think so. I played my campaign the way I wanted to. The only thing that I maybe might have changed was flip it completely, and I've tried to get Kevin and Marty on my side instead of just trying to get Josh and Betty to be the 2 votes that I needed, along with JC Lynn and Gino. So I could have completely changed my campaign. That's the only thing. But at that time, I was going for what I thought I could do, and that's what I'm happy with.
Strong players in the house this season. Give me the names of the top 3 players left in the house and tell me why those 3 are killing it.
I think the top 3 players left in the house right now are Marty, Gino, and Summer. I think Summer's had an incredible social game, and it was proven by the unanimous vote last week. She's in deep with a lot of people, so she's somebody to look out for. Gino has been in the competitions, won 2 HOHs when he needed to, took out essentially 2 pretty big players with both of his HOHs, and Marty did the exact same thing and has a power of veto win, saving himself from the block. He's one of the strongest players left in the game, so those 3 are my top ones left.
Who has to go next, in your opinion, and why?
I need Josh to go next. I'm so salty. I'm so salty he did me dirty, and I need to see him walk through these jury doors. Hermon was somebody who was done dirty by Josh. I feel like he should have stuck by my side. We really were rocking for that guy, so he's somebody that's got to go. Come on, Josh. Join us in the jury house.
Did Gino do the right thing for his game, tossing you up as a nominee?
I don't think it was really the best choice. I think he should have put up Josh instead of me, because in that worst case scenario, like it happened for me, that Summer and Josh were still on the block, he would be getting rid of somebody who didn't have his back, which is Josh. Whereas for me, I was somebody that was rocking with Gino, somebody that he could rely on. And I wish I had told him that a little bit earlier before he put me up, but he decided to put me. I wanted to execute the plan to backdoor Marty. I wanted to win another power veto for my resume, but unfortunately the plan doesn't always go to what's written.
So what do you think of Marty and Kevin's games this season?
I'm honestly super proud of how Kevin has played his game this season. He is an underrated player. I think he's sliding under the radar right now. He's got a strong connection with Summer, who is the biggest social player in this game, as well as a strong connection with Marty, who is one of the strongest physical competitors in this game. So he's got ties to 2 people that are very valuable in the house as well. Marty is somebody who's been putting his cards on the table, took out 2 huge players in both of his HOHs, and I think that takes a big player in order to do that sort of thing. So Marty and Kevin, I think, have had an incredible dynamic for both of them moving forward, and I think that's why they're still in the house right now.
As it stands right now, who do you believe is in the best alliance inside the house, and why?
You know what? I don't even think there are that many alliances anymore, but if I had to choose, I'd say the Showmans. They know that they're riding for each other the entire time. Gino and Jace are going to be competing for each other in every POV and in every single HOH. Even if both of them are on the block, that's the only bad time where I could see the Showmans having something bad happen to them, but they've been too true to each other, and I think that they're the best alliance left.
So, secret veto. What did you think of that whole thing, man? I mean, that was wild, right?
Oh, my heart was pounding. I literally had to have Summer hold it because it was going so fast. I didn't know how to feel. When I was looking at everybody around the house, I was trying to figure out who it was. And the only person I think that wouldn't use that secret power was Marty. And I think he did have it. He showed that little lying Marty face that he has. I know him pretty well now. So I think he's the person that had it. And I understand why he didn't use it. it wouldn't have made sense for his game at all to align with me in front of the entire house. And it makes sense. He's been a hard worker, and he probably grinded to find that veto. He wakes up every morning and is searching the house every day. So I think that Sacred Power veto not being used was a little heartbreaking, but I didn't expect it to be used anyway. I knew I had to rely on myself to if I wanted to stay in the game.
So what goes through your mind the minute it expires? Like, was it more a relief or, oh snap, here comes the anxiety?
No, honestly, I was so over it. I didn't think the veto was being used anyway. And plus once the secret power was up, it was more so of an added luck and in hopes that somebody would use it for me. I was hoping Helena would. She told me she wouldn't. So essentially from there on in, my mentality was I have to campaign and try to stay here. So even though it wasn't play, I didn't expect it to be used. I didn't really need it to be used because I was going to try to use my own talents and ability to talk to people to try to stay in the house anyway.
Let's go way back for just a sec. Like, you and Kyle were good and then not so good. So you want to catch up with him outside of the game?
Yeah, I would love to catch up with Kyle outside of the game. We did know each other before we walked into the house. We weren't too deep of friends before Big Brother, but it's going to be amazing to talk to him about what he's been thinking about this season, how he feels about everything that's gone down. I'm definitely keen to kind of talk to him, but I told Kyle in the members lounge, this is the worst decision for your game. And what ended up happening, it was the worst decision for his game, and he ended up walking out those Big Brother doors. So I just say it, I just calls it like I sees it. If you try to come for me, you are going to be hitting that door.
You and Hermon in the jury house, like, what kind of antics do you hope to get up to?
Oh, we've already been getting a little saucy and fun in the house right now. We've been watching a lot of stuff, which has been great. You know, we're hopefully going to be writing some raps, getting some music going. So maybe there's going to be a little EP situation coming out, which will be super exciting. But otherwise, we've just been enjoying the downtime, you know, snacking a lot, catching up on the things that we both didn't know in the game, giving each other information, and eagerly waiting the next jury member to walk through those doors.
All right, speed round. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready, baby. Let's do it.
Okay. Loudest house guest.
Hermon.
Most strategic.
Summer.
Funniest to be around.
Hermon.
Floater of the season goes to
Helena.
If you could take one vote to evict back, who would you have kept in the game and why?
I would have kept Hermon. Honestly, I should have done a little bit more work to try to keep him around. I kind of gave up there at the end of his little journey. I was really trying to get that final 5 secured with Josh, but things seemed too fragile and I didn't want to throw my whole game at it. But looking back on it, that's one thing that I would have tried to do and keep Hermon around with that vote.
Moose, thank you for hanging, man.
All right, I appreciate you, man. Enjoy the fun. Have fun in Kelowna. Shout out Beach Radio.
Woo!